dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Falcons and the Broncos, and it's all up next.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Two teams in this one going in the right direction. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen-Greg. Both these squads come in off winning streaks. Something's going to have to give, but you love having that momentum coming into a game like this.
You're absolutely right, Mike. And on top of it, if you're the home team today playing in front of your home crowd, not only are you coming off this win streak and bringing this momentum into another home game, but you get the energy, you get the excitement of your crowd, who's also riding this wave of winning football. But on the other sideline, you've got a hungry, hot road team that's looking in saying, all right, if you don't take us serious today, we're going to try to extend our winning streak of our own and get back onto this plane and go home with another win under our belt.
Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
Last week's performance, Mike, probably when you go back and look at it, the thing that stands out the most is just a little bit too inconsistent for their liking. I mean, he found a way to ultimately lead his team to a victory, and that's the biggest thing. But with that said, he has to do a better job of keeping the ball from getting into the wrong hands. He got too careless at times, and they made him pay for it. If he does that here today, he might not get so lucky. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
They get 19 on that pass play. It's good for a Falcon first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll motion over Flowers. They'll go again here with Algier. Third down, 3 to go. Here comes Otten in motion. Penix on 3rd down. He's got the first down, not by a whole lot. Only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A peek at his receiving numbers from a week ago, part of the offensive performance that led them to victory. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Motion man sent right. They'll run with the former Badger Braylon Allen. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. London brought in motion. Now Algier. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. You have a tight end motioning left here. A quick throw here, going to be taken by London. From the gun, it's Penix. Flowers with the catch.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, Penix. This is going to be caught for a touchdown. But there is a marker down, and you can tell they know this is coming back. So holding is the call. And take that touchdown off the board.
Still 3rd down.
The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Here comes Otten in motion. Now Penix on 3rd and long. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
CPU always has to cheat. After this game, I'm moving the holding sliders down since they only seem to get my guys to hold but not the CPU.
Whose kick is good. And the Falcons will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive. Right out of the gate, they're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
We had a chance to sit down with the quarterback this week, Mike, and we asked him, we said, can you put your finger on what went wrong last week for what was a pretty rough outing? And he said, if I'm being honest, I didn't have my best week of practice. I practiced much better this week, and I'm expecting it to carry forward into the game. If he can continue to get better, and they can show that they can win when he doesn't have his best stuff, and he plays a cleaner game, this is going to be a tough team to beat.
It'd be different if the CPU was holding too, but that isn't the case. So the sliders are moving down.
2nd and 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
With that, I will give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats, and that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still second down.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They'll go with him again. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line. Third and goal. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed. Down.
His kick is perfect. And the Broncos will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Algier. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So a field goal apiece here in that 1st quarter. 3-all is the score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Penix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
From the gun, here is Penix. That's caught left side by Otten. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They'll run on 1st down with Algier. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Here comes Otten in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Michael Penix. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, they were not hiding anything there. The quarterback takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for the touchdown.
And this was a run from the jump, Mike. There was no disguising anything. There was 10 guys blocking and 1 guy running, and in this case, it's the quarterback taking it in for 6.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons take a 10-3 lead.
Flowers out for the season with a broken fibula. I need to pick up a fast wide receiver in free agency after this game. Sign him to a 1.
A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to take over for their second possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as the tackle's made at the 35-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go play action with Nix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And
that's going to be intercepted. A.J. Terrell has it.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And he's an early front runner for MVP of the NFL. It's the 1st half of the season, but as you can see, he's already leading the league in passing yardage. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix. Open man, he's got it. It's London. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard. A carry here for Allen. And this will be a Falcons first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Another run, and again, it's Allen. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
On the give, this is Algier. Yeah! And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Allen, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They're going to go play action with Penix. That is caught at the 3. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Another catch from there. Numbers starting to stack up in this one. Closing in on 100 yards, and we're still in the first half. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. They'll run here with Algier. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Algier. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Tyler Algier. Touchdown Falcons. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Throwing, Nix. He finds Likely, his tight end. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. First and 10. Here's Nix to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw is Nix. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5. But it will keep the drive going.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Ah, the ball's out. It's scooped up by the Falcons. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. So, we're at halftime here in Atlanta, and the Falcons are in the lead. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And that game is tied 10-all in the second quarter. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they trail the visiting Green Bay Packers as that one's gone to halftime. 3 touchdown passes there for Jordan Love. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. It was Tyler Algier with a solid performance in that first half of action. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us. On EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a...
He works free, right side. And he will go all the way. Troy Franklin, touchdown Broncos. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he is right up there in touchdown passes, as you see on that graphic, currently 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll be 2nd down. On play action, Penix. That complete to Algier. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Penix. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A quick throw right side, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody. Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here.
And he's going to take this all the way home. Braylon Allen, touchdown Atlanta. way out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Here's Coop for the extra point. He gets it to go, and Falcons move out to a 24-10 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The Broncos offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Play action now. If the rush gets there, he goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
The offense's backs were already up against the wall. After suffering that last sack, it's all but eliminated whatever breathing room they had left. And the rest of this drive, they don't have much room for error at all.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. They'll try to get this one on the ground.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got them backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple of guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Falcons offense and Braylon Allen ready to take over again. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Algier. Room to run inside the 40. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Tyler Algier. Touchdown Falcons. That's his second touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Good looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense getting set to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past past the 40-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Throwing is Nix. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Nix from the gun on third down. He finds Mims. It's complete. 17 yards on that connection. Good for a Denver first down.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
A.J. Terrell, the tight coverage there, and he knocks it away.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They'll run on second down. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. Now they'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So turn things over to the field goal unit. This one from 39 yards, and this is blocked. He gets free. Still on the move. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Greg, those are the momentum swings that get you. One team is looking to add 3. Instead, the other team adds 6. Thanks to the ability to block the kick.
Yeah, and in this case, Mike, the players are constantly reminded by the coaches, you never know. Just keep rushing, keep rushing. You could rush 100 times, but if you do it full speed, the 101st you stick your hand up, that's the one where it connects with the ball. In this case, that's exactly what happens. Scoop, score, change the game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense. And their running back set to go once more. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Drive will start on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. They'll stick with him again. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
This brought in out past the 20. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Falcons offense and Tyler Algier getting ready to go back to work. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll work the middle here with Algier. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll go right back to Algier. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 5. From the gun on third down. Here's Penix. He's got his man. Allen with the connection. 12 yards on that hookup. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
Out of the pistol, Algier. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
London brought in motion. We'll go play action now with Penix. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
From the gun, it's Penix. Quick throw here is complete. A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Penix going to throw again. Left side in the hands of London. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Again, it's Penix. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. He'll go right and find his running back. Here's second and 6. Working out of the gun. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Throwing now on third and long. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So they'll bring up fourth down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Second down and 3. They'll throw. It's Nix. They'll try to set up the screen here. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here's third and 7. Throw it. Nix. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Third and 6. Now a handoff, running right. Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. He's going to have a Broncos 1st down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
A run now on 2nd down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Slot man in motion right. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Denver. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The extra point is up and through. And the Broncos are able to edge a bit closer. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
Recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays, Mike. You just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the kicker's got to put the ball there, and then it's just a race to recover it.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Game is over, but the CPU just wants to pad its stats.
Right side, it's Franklin. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone.
Damn, another dub.
The 20. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense.
It's too easy.
They know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just...
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Broncos. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route.
CPU just trying to pad stats now.
This is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Makes the score Falcons 38, Broncos 24.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. He's to midfield.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Now Algier finds an alley to the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. On first down, they'll stay with Algier on the ground. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. On the ground, it's Allen. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted.